Hi everyone, welcome to Between Two Mammoths. I'm President Elliott. I'm with Grace Nyanchoka from the class 2024. Grace, thank you so much for being on Between Two Mammoths.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very glad to be here.
So let me start by asking Grace, you're from Kenya.
Yes.
You've been really active in the Center for International Student Engagement,
Yeah.
CISE, we call it CISE.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what that center has brought for you, but also just sort of
Yeah.
what you think it brings to the international student community here on campus.
CISE has been sort of a second home for a lot of international students. That's where we get to gather physically and get to talk to each other. We get to learn about each other's cultures. We get to invite people in to learn about us and kind of have this interactions, in sort of a space that gives us the chance to just be who we are and express ourselves in so many ways. And that's something I really enjoyed. And in that way, I wanted to be part of that. I wanted to kind of find ways to create fun activities for international students and to come up with new ways for us to engage with the campus, to bring our community together, especially post-COVID.
That's terrific. Well, I know you've been a leader on campus post-COVID. I'm sure you would have been a leader on campus. You've been here before COVID. I'm curious, you've been such an active leader on campus. As you near the end of your senior year, how do you think about the way that you've grown as a leader on this campus over the last 4 years?
I think from a more personal basis, I've always questioned a little bit what it means to be a leader and what it means to be at a place where you're supporting other people, but also learning more about yourself and who you are as a person. And I think in coming here and just developing a strong sense of community, I took the pressure away from being a perfect leader and providing every single thing that the community needs to just doing my best to listen to what my friends want on campus, to what I think would be good to have on campus. So I think making those observations and really making connections with people on campus to really know what is going on, what do people need the most, and how can I bring that to them in the simplest way possible. I think that's something that ended up being exciting and took the pressure off of leadership and made me really enjoy wanting to kind of take a bigger role in organizations on campus.
That's great. That's great leadership advice, taking the pressure off yourself as a leader, and frankly, something that your president is listening to as well. So thank you for that. I appreciate that advice for me. And unfortunately, you are nearing graduation, unfortunately for us. Yes. Have you thought about what comes after graduation?
For a long time, I've always wanted to be in healthcare. I grew up wanting to be a doctor, and not like it's specifically changed now, but I think I've expanded my thinking to knowing that I have a passion in healthcare. I have a passion for wanting to help change lives for the better and eventually doing something for my community back home. So I know that post-graduation, I want to kind of hone in some more skills, especially in healthcare, and kind of figure out the ways in which I can possibly make an impact, whether that ends up being in healthcare or in administrative healthcare or something else entirely. So yeah, still exploring thanks to the many things I've been exposed to, but I'm hoping that I end up just doing something meaningful within healthcare, both here and at home.
I know you'll make an impact. I know you'll do something meaningful. And I also hope you come back as many times as you can after graduation. But so let me ask you, when you come back to campus as a proud alumna, what is the place that you're going to want to revisit, that special place on the campus that's going to be the place that you come back to?
I love Memorial Hill. The view is so beautiful. I think just standing there and looking out at the hills and looking into the greenways, or just the feeling of being there in all that beauty and the remembrance of all that Amherst has been for me is something that I will treasure. And I think I look forward to just coming back and seeing how things have changed or not changed and just experiencing the view, and also listening to other people and how they've enjoyed the same views that I have. But I think Memorial Hill is definitely going to be something that I try to see every time I come back.
Wow. I am so looking forward to having you back on campus as an alumna. Of course, we've got a lot of time to go before then. We're going to enjoy this senior year as much as we can. But Grace, you will always be welcome on Memorial Hill, and I would love to meet you there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.